Yo, man, what's going on? How y'all feeling today? It's going for the gusto and it's the podcast, you know what I'm saying? I got Boom Bam, I got Mr. Way Too Cool with the top hat. Shout out to E-Bang, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I want to ask y'all this question, man. How y'all feeling today, man? How was y'all day?
You go ahead first.
It's a beautiful day out, man. What can I complain about? Fresh out of the club, about to cook some dinner up. Wifey looking good. Life looking better, man. Out here to talk about some good old football.
Yes, sir. What about you, Boom?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Listen, I'm ready, bro. I miss a week. Thanksgiving, trying to make moves up and down that road. Glad to be home. Glad to be chilling out, man. I'm ready to talk about some football, man. That's what I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, bet. So, man, here the topics for you, man. We got the four best. Who's the best 4-win team in the league right now? You got between the Cardinals, the Saints, the Colts, the Packers, and I want to say, hold on. Let me see.
Raiders?
No, not the Raiders.
Raiders don't got 4?
I think they just got the 4 in the Lions, but I think the Lions just won again, so that make 5. I got that graphic like last weekend, so it's just a conversation I wanted to have with y'all. I got that topic from Cheese. He's sorry he can't be here today. Same as well.
Shout out to my boy. Yeah, shout out to the fam.
You know what I'm saying? So, boom, man. I would just want to ask y'all. So, who y'all got as the best 4-win team as of right now?
Which is kind of crazy. I'ma probably go with I'll probably go with the Cardinals actually, which is going to create a segue, but I'm gonna go with the Cardinals because which I'll talk about this more in the next segment, but when they don't get blown out as much as I feel like the other 4-win teams get blown out. Like the Lions offensively can score sometimes. Sometimes they can. The Lions seem like when they play in their game, they give up. They put up a good fight. The Packers just don't seem like they know who they are, what their identity should be. They've been doing good running the ball against teams, but they tend to get away from that, which is understandable. You got Aaron Rodgers. The Raiders are just confused to what they should be. Like they have. If you look at their team stats, like and the individual people, every individual person has good stats. Like Josh Jacobs is top 5 in rushing, Devontae Adams is top 5 in receiving. Max Crosby like 11 sacks.
Oh, they really missing Waller a lot.
I was gonna bring up Romo, but I think Max Crosby got 11 sacks. I think somewhere around there. And I think with them is that they're super up and down. So when they have good games, they have great games. So their stats kind of fool you. But I feel like the Cardinals kind of make almost every game competitive at some point in the game. Like they seem to be undisciplined. And I'm gonna let Cool go because I want to come back because I want to talk about their GM in a minute. But I'll go with the Cardinals for now.
You definitely hit the nail on the head with one thing about Green Bay don't know who they are right now. And I feel like for the Raiders just need to look in the mirror. Like when you have the type of personnel that you have on the team that the Raiders got, we said this way back since week 1. Everybody go back and check episode 1 where we started from. So I don't understand what's not clicking in some of the offense on the Raiders. To me, it doesn't really make sense. I don't think everybody's really gelling together. But if I were to say who I would say for the top out of the 4-win streaks, I want to say either between the Detroit Lions or I want to go between it's either the Detroit Lions. It's not the Colts. I'll tell you that right now. Buccaneers on the way downhill.
Hey.
Who else was on that list? It was Detroit.
It's updated since then, but I got on this graphic. I got the Lions, Green Bay, the Colts.
Or Jaguars.
Oh, and the Jaguars. You can throw the Jaguars.
Jaguars just got the 4, right? That was their 4th win.
I believe so.
That was their 4th win. They're 4-8. Who else? There's somebody
if
else.
the Jaguars on the list, then I changed my answer to the Jaguars though.
I mean, that. So Cheese sent me
I
that.
picked the Lions over the Jaguars though. But who else on the list?
That he sent me that morning, so I just went ahead and chose that graphic that you know what I'm saying from that morning. But I'm about to double check for y'all right now. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a little TT.
No, because he said a team earlier that I was going to pick on, but I know the Jaguars they're a pretty sufficient team, but they're inconsistent. So it's like they're battling themselves. You sit there and watch Jacksonville get up the field, and what their problem is, they just like it's like Trevor Lawrence is.
Oh,
Was that?
Hey, cool. We gotta add in too. I peeked at it real quick. Cleveland and Pittsburgh both got 4 wins.
Okay.
Raiders. Then you got Lions, Green Bay. Carolina did win, so they got 4 wins now too. Carolina, the Saints, and the Cardinals.
The Saints. That's what I want. The Saints. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think the Saints, out of all of them right now, are actually the best team within the 4 wins that all the other teams got. The Saints got a more solid defense. The Saints got a lot of close games. I do like the Lions as my second pick because the Lions are always in a dogfight. It's like they just can't come up with it at the end of the fourth quarter, but like.
I think we lost you.
Yeah. Hey,
It's a more
he back. You back. You went out for a second, but you back. You go ahead.
I think the Saints is one of the most combined altogether team right now that just the wins aren't registering to the stat board. You know what I mean? I just think
they play good defense.
Yeah, they
play good defense.
I think Andy Dalton's doing pretty straight this year. Like,
I mean,
Andy Dalton as a quarterback, you know how I feel about him, but
he's doing his job as a backup.
You don't. But Kamara is like the problem. Kamara is not. He's not getting in the end zone, which is one thing. Because Kamara's his value has never been running the ball and wearing teams down, nor is it just catching the ball. His ability to get in the end zone was very crucial for that team. They would target him a lot in the red zone, and he hasn't been scoring. And so now, if he's not scoring, which another topic I'm a like Chris Olave been doing his thing, but it's like nobody getting in the end zone. Like they moving the ball, but they can't get in the end zone.
Yeah, they hold.
But that's true. And I have to disagree on one thing though.
Right. So like you got the Raiders where they not just getting they've been struggling to get into the end zone, right? And I would say that for them as well. Same thing for the Broncos, bro. Like the Broncos ain't a bad team. It's just that they just struggling right now, bro. They just literally.
No, Russell Wilson is struggling. We're not gonna add a day. We're not gonna put a day on that. Russell Wilson is struggling. You see that last game?
It's a little bit of both because, like, with Russ, you got the quarterback you need, right? And it's all about it gelling. And I think Russ going into the situation to where
you mean receivers? You said cornerbacks, or you said what you said?
No, I said Russ.
No, yeah, you say Russ got the what he need? The receivers?
Yeah, he got the receivers he need.
Oh no! I must have misheard. I thought you said he had the corners he need. But go ahead.
I think Russ got a solid receiving core. I don't think there's anything wrong with his receiving core. I will say that it doesn't seem like he's gelling well with that offense. There's a lot of miscommunications. It don't seem like all of them are on the same page most of the time throughout the game, and I can't even just blame it on that. Russ is overthrowing the ball. He's doing bad reads. He don't look like the Russell Wilson that like when you hold somebody accountable, I gotta hold him accountable, especially for the caliber that the man is. Like when I see this man misreading the throw, I don't want to feel like I'm out there looking at Baker Mayfield, but I want to feel like I'm looking at a $250,000 man over here.
Right.
But my thing is, and I want to go back to it before we pass it about the Alvin Kamara statement. I got to disagree with it to say that Alvin Kamara used to be the one that was wearing down on the defense. He was one of the running backs that you get to the ball and he wears the defense down. He was getting touchdowns, which he's not doing anymore. He's actually a consistent problem, which been since last year and the year before that. Is we're starting to see a large decline in Alvin Kamara in productivity. So Alvin Kamara isn't just not getting touchdowns. Right now, he's not really producing the yardage like he used to either. So it's looking like more if we don't have him that's producing on the run game, then we have to rely on the air. Now, for the receiving personnel that's out there on the Saints, now, I mean, like you said, you got Chris Olave that's out there doing his thing. Shout out to him. But aside from that, it seems like, I mean, you do have Andy Dalton. You're playing with your backup, but it seemed like he needs help out there because Chris Olave just can't do it all.
Yeah, Michael Thomas just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say two things and then Soren, I want to throw it to you because you didn't even get to pick your team yet before we get too far. The thing I wanted to say about Russ is I think a lot of that has to do with play calling. Russ is a quarterback that, like, because of his size and stature, like he has to throw through windows, and you got to remember that when you have a shorter quarterback, you can't just say, well, it's Russ, so he's going to be all right. If Russ is used to a lot of, like, you know, deeper step drops, like 3-5 step drops, like when he been inside Seattle, and also in Seattle, they could consistently run the ball.
Wait, you said 3 to 5 steps is a deep drop.
Yeah, like I'm saying deeper drops than just getting under center, getting the ball and throwing it. Like he's used to being further away.
Oh, okay. So you saying
yeah, how he drops outside the pocket, like
you saying from him being in the shotgun and catching a 3-step drop, or you saying from him being under center catching?
Well, just both. I don't really have like no graphic of what his drop step is. Just from what I seen when the Broncos play. They try to use a lot of quick play in there, and he didn't do that a lot in Seattle because Pete Carroll liked to run the ball. So like you like
when I'm saying this, and I'm trying to just think of it from a viewer standpoint. When I think of 3-step drop, or a deep drops, I'm thinking 5 to 7. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, 7. If you need.
You know?
Yeah, well, 7-step drop is like play action, or if it's protection. I mean, that's when you get to 7. Yeah, I mean, but that's neither here nor there. You go ahead and say your team. We about to start rambling. But go ahead. What's your team?
At that point, at that point, man. But I think I do want to stick with the Saints, but I got a very close second to the Lions because the Lions seem like a very dangerous team. Like, I feel like the Lions just have to gel it all together by the fourth quarter, and they're not finishing the game strong, and that's leading their record to look worse than what they actually are as a football team. But I think the Lions actually have been balling. If you look at all the scores, all the games they played against this year, I mean, they lose in the fourth quarter, doing some last minute play calling, or they get drove on the field. Or in the last 20 seconds of the game, it's some realistic like winning that's going against them. Where the games they should have won, they should really be like 6 and 7 right now. But like, well, 6 and yeah.
Are we gonna chalk it up? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say my team. So we're gonna chalk it up to the Lions playing bad defense, and then the offense bailing them out because they defense giving up them points.
I don't think the Lions are actually playing. Yeah, I don't think the Lions are playing entirely bad defense, though. It's not the fact that they're just straight up playing bad defense, but they're not playing good defense where it counts, and they pay for it. So, like, they play good defense throughout the game, but then where it counts, where they need to seal the deal, they're getting blown out on defense, and then now they're trying to find their way back, but it's already too late. I feel like that's what's happening. The defense ain't bad. I think it's doing actually.
They don't got enough vet.
They don't got a vet that's putting a nail in the coffin. They need to nail that thing shut.
All right, so check this out. So with the Sam, please don't punch me in the mouth when you see me, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Steelers and Jazz. I know you gonna like this one and everybody up there, Big Rob and y'all. So the Steelers, I'm gonna go with the Steelers because TJ Watt just came back. And with TJ Watt coming back, that team is going to be totally different. Like, the point blank period. Now, the problem with that is, too, right, is that can Kenny Pickett put on another performance like he did on Monday night?
No.
If he can push the ball down the field the way he was pushing the ball down the field throughout what he was doing, then they'll be all right. Now, another question is, too, is that can Najee stay healthy? Because it seemed like ever since that workload he took on last year, he ain't been the same. And then, he took a heavy workload in Bama as well. So, if he can stay healthy and Kenny Pickett continue to play well and show, like, progression, then we're going to have a good conversation coming towards the end of the year because we got 2 months left of football, if I ain't mistaken, right? We got December and January, right?
Mm-hmm. And thing isn't what week is this? Think Deshaun supposed to be back too? Cleveland got
Deshaun is back. Yeah.
So
he playing.
So he's not going to play this upcoming week. No, he's not playing this week. His suspension officially ended this past Monday, but he's eligible to play next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was ready to roll this week. I ain't gonna lie.
No. From what I read, the last thing I read, if I'm wrong, comment down in the box below. But I'm pretty sure
he was able to practice. He was able to practice like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was able to practice for a while. But,
so he's been practicing for a while. So I think this week right here, he ready to roll, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
We'll see what he look like.
I don't know if he's starting because I wouldn't let Jacoby Brissett just sit on the bench after them boys. Like, they playing well with Jacoby Brissett, but that's another conversation for another day. So check this out. I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Shout out my dog Juan. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, Big Rob, and all y'all up there. See y'all soon. And
I got Jaguars over here.
You got the Jags.
That's my official.
Hey, listen. Hey, Cheese, listen. Trevor's trying to play like he's back at Clemson. I ain't gonna lie. Give it to him now. He trying to play back at Clemson on that final drive. But I'm gonna ask y'all this question: who is the blame in Arizona though?
Oh, all right.
I know we're gonna end up contradicting ourselves, but I know I'm end up contradicting myself.
I think when it comes down to Arizona, like I said, I started off picking Arizona. I didn't know the Jags had 4 wins, so I switched. But the thing, Arizona kind of be in the game sometimes. I don't really think it even be coaching sometimes. I mean, you could tell they're a different team since Hopkins been back because Kyler got a bailout man. But the GM, I feel like they were teams that got worse in the offseason. Like, they didn't, like, I feel like if you don't add nothing, but you only lose stuff, and you can, and Jones not playing great, but losing him is a big deal just because of his presence. Like when you let people like that the building, right? He let a couple people walk out the building. Edmonds, right? Like when you let those people just walk out there with nothing, right? And then you don't add, you don't really like you drafted stuff, but if you're not drafting players who gonna make an impact right now, your team will get worse because everybody else around you trying to get better.
Well, I would think the only team out of that division that's trying to get better, honestly, is the Seahawks. Honestly,
I don't want the Seahawks. You want to take that?
I mean, all right. So San Fran got better, right? San Fran got better in the season, but they got better, right? Seattle was playing better, but I don't think they necessarily went and
that's what I was going to say.
Better. They got a steal. That cornerback that they got, that's a steal in the draft. They drafted him late, and then I told you people been overdoing the most on Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is so inconsistent. Like Geno Smith just happened to be playing well, bro.
Yeah, but hold on now. But Kenneth Walker is still averaging 4.5 yards a carry though.
Yeah, but it ain't consistent though. Like, bro, last week he had 25 yards or something like that. So like, yeah, if you have a 200-yard rushing game, then you have a 25-yard rushing game. Yeah, that average will look good, but you're not consistently pounding the.
I understand. Well, you're looking for a consistent 4.5 rushing yard per carry a game, or you're looking for at least something relative to it. If you
It could
have
be 3.8. It could be 3.8 as long as you give me that every game. Don't just disappear, bro.
I can see because he bounced for like 1.7, and then he go for like 3.5, and then he go for 11. You remember the game where he ran for 11 yards a carry?
But that's because.
But wait. But see, with Seattle though, with them boy, like bro, like Kenneth Walker run the ball great when he needs, like when the team need it though. Like his numbers may not be what you like. Like you may not like the numbers in a sense. He might have the 200-yard and 25 one game, but the man's special, bro. That's one thing you can't take away from him. The man
I think Kenneth Walker give him. I think the way how he comes into the 2023 season, 2024. I guarantee you, this man is going to be looking like a certified starter, bro. Just like the way how he.
I bet you this much right here. I bet you drive him to fantasy next year. I bet you.
I got hold on. But Gene, that's fine. He gonna get better. Like he's supposed to get better. He gonna get better. What I'm saying is you can't say because of him.
Because the same conversation with Booby Miles, because you wasn't a big fan of Booby, but you got Booby this year.
Miles Sanders, yeah. But no. But that's because the Eagles O line and the threat of the read option made that changes your whole running game. When the quarterback can run and that defensive end got a sick.
That also say I know we.
To be fair, I wasn't a fan of him either. But
remember last year I said, dude, Eagles probably got top 5 best line in the league now.
We disagreed first, and then we agreed because at first I was rolling with the Colts last year, but that was like they O-line don't look the same now, and so the Eagles probably number one. But what I'm to my point is because y'all boys is going around my point. My point was you can't just say Seattle get better. See, you can't just say Seattle better, but because they added these people, they drafted Kenneth Walker, but. Like he wasn't even the day one starter, so they didn't draft him like boom.
But that was split carries though.
To be fair, they still have Rashard Penny, so they were looking to see. We all thought Rashard Penny was going to do way better this year than based off of what he did last year when with Chris Carson. You know, I'm sorry for this man, but when he hurt his neck and had to retire, like he really did step in and took up the plate and took up the mantle. When Chris Carson was gone, so I expected Rashard Penny to do way more than he did this year.
And I thought DJ Dallas would have got some carries too.
Yeah,
we talked about that too. I think we talked about it on the podcast.
Real big on DJ, but
yeah,
out of that division though, I do think that was the only team that's like really looking to be better because out of everybody else, like nobody really making a push forward towards the future. Now, of course, yes, you want to win now, but if we look at that division, them boys like they're the only one that's ahead of the 8 ball. Everybody else behind it. Even though
the Rams,
even though the
Rams kept money.
Say again.
Go ahead. No, I was saying, the Rams can't do nothing. They got no picks. They got no money.
Right.
Right. They the top. His head in the league. There's nothing they can do. All they can do is sit. I hate to say this to any Rams fans out there. For the next 4 years, I'll sit and wait till y'all get another first round pick in the year 27. Because right now, that is it.
That's it.
It's over. Had a bad injury. Jalen Ramsey. One thing we know about cornerbacks is that if you can't play, if you ain't Charles Woodson or Champ Bailey, by 28, you lost a step. Yeah, you ain't the same guy. So the same guy. Aaron Donald look like he's starting to slow down a bit.
Time out. Let me ask you this question. So like, what you think about Pat Pito? Cause Pat P still playing at a high level, man.
But Pat P changed the way he played. Plays when Pat in the league, he was going to get up in everybody. You don't see him doing that right now. Yeah, with the way Darius Slay played, right? Like Darius Slay, 31. The way they used to, I'm jamming every play. Now you see him playing off, but he playing off though. He not just saying like Pat P, like man, hey, these young guns can run past me, so I'm gonna play up here. Jalen he's still the same athlete. So in his brain, I'm the same dude. Put me out there. We gonna be good.
I mean, when you got Jalen Ramsey, then it's only been a years of time, man. This man was he was one of the top quarterbacks last year. It's hard for you to internalize that you're not the same guy in a year's time, dude. Zeke did the same thing. They quit on Zeke. Like, once time hits you, time hits you. Hit you harder than hard-hitting Will Turner. But the thing about it is, all right, so we're going to go back. Shout out to hard-hitting Will Turner, dog. But to get back on the actual point about the Cardinals, who to blame, this is what I'm going to say. You can't blame – I'm not going to blame Kyler Murray because I don't believe at this point in time it's Kyler Murray's fault. Kyler Murray still got a 66% completion rating, and he threw for 2,300 yards, I believe, 2,300 yards. So that's like 700, 800, some yard behind Patrick Mahomes, but he's not too far in the actual quarterback game behind like everybody else on the side of him. I don't think that he's the initial problem what's going on here, but I can say that having DeAndre Hopkins back is doing wonders for him on the numbers and also getting his team back in the competitive mind frame of the game. But as much as I love Budda Baker and that defense, I need a little more help from that Cardinals Arizona defense, man. Like, I don't think that they're holding it down just strong enough for them to stabilize the game for them to come up with the win. And I see you up there.
Wait a minute. So we're not gonna chalk it up to the fact that I know there's something that I used to hate hearing all the time, but I'm just gonna use it right now for this situation. So are we gonna chalk it up to the fact that a lot of those times is that they're behind in the games because of the offense, and so they're forced to throw? So some people might call them garbage yards.
Because let me say this though, because I glad you said because that like Christian Kirk too, like it's the GM. Christian Kirk would have been very useful right now, bro. He would have been super useful when DeAndre Hopkins wasn't there.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. Rondé Moore was really doing the doggone thing. He really was, but he got hurt.
Right? No. He's a nice player. I like him.
And then they brought in Marquise. They brought in Marquise Brown. So like they were
Hollywood Brown, but Hollywood Brown can't run a route neither. Though he just
he got hurt for a period of time too. Though, like
he did.
Yeah, he got hurt.
We talking about like as you come into the season. Essentially, they replaced Christian Kirk with Hollywood Brown.
Yeah. All right. So the depth chart coming into the season is who? Who's the top 4 receivers? Depth chart coming into the season.
You got D-Hop, even though he is
right.
AJ Green, Marquise Brown,
right.
Rondale Moore, and then Greg Dortch or something like that. Greg Dortch.
Yeah, Dortch. Yeah. Dortch is a nice player too.
And then at tight end you got Zach, Trey McBride, and Daniels. I know I'm saying.
Hey, Zach Ertz is disappointing me though, man. I want to see a little more of that.
Dude, I feel like
15. Well, you know what? That's the fantasy.
No, I feel like word though. But look, because I feel like Zach Ertz. Bro, we talked about it in the offseason. I thought Zach Ertz would have did good while DeAndre Hopkins was out, but Kyler didn't target us today ain't that much. Like it's the man. I don't know.
Open?
The man ain't got no time.
Who you got? Hold on, sorry. Who you got? Who is it on? Tell us who it's on.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna contradict myself, but I'm gonna say it's on Cliff. It's on Cliff, man. It's on Cliff.
All right.
I know in the back couple episodes, boy, that boy contradict himself, boy. And
Hey, y'all boys in the comments. Hey, y'all let us know if the man switch up on us now. Y'all let us know in the comments.
The man switched lanes on you, boy.
The man ain't helping his offense out at all, I don't think, bro. But a lot of people would say, well, Kyler ain't really making the anticipated throws like he's supposed to because Colt McCoy came in the game. He was throwing the 5 and out, 10 and out on the dime. He throwing it.
That's true.
Get out his break. So, but at the same time, you can say that, but like also too, some of the play, like James Conner can't hold on to the football. The man fumbled twice in the Chargers game, if I ain't mistaken.
So look, so remember last year I was talking about Antonio Gibson fumbling. What you said? Say what you said last year.
Hey, listen to hey, you keep giving the man the rock so he don't lose.
All right then. So when the Iron fumbles, you keep giving him the rock, then, and watch what happens.
Hey, but the man has the bonus too now. Don't get me wrong. He hit
Who?
I know one of y'all got him on fantasy.
Who?
James Conner.
Antonio Gibson?
No, boy. I said James Conner.
Oh, James Conner, no. I had James Robinson.
He hit the bonus now. I know he hit the bonus last week.
He probably hit the bonus now. We ain't gonna play the man like he can't play. But them fumbles.
I had him last year though. I did have him last year. He came through.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time though, man, it's just like it's tough, bro. Like, but I'm blaming Cliff because some of them play calls, like you can say, well, I call the same thing for Colt McCoy that I call for Kyler Murray, and it's just like it just don't seem right. Like with I would say I blame Kellen Moore more than I blame Dak because Kellen Moore was dialing up these deep ass long passes.
You sound like me. Don't get me started on Kellen Moore. But
I'm just saying though, when my
don't tempt me with a good time on this podcast.
My man came in and started playing well, and you calling all these good plays for him. Well, you shortening the field for him.
Yeah.
And that's all.
But that's one of them things where that's like it's a knee jerk reaction, right? Like if you say I got this quarterback, I'm gonna play like this, like I said we probably we have recorded one podcast we didn't get to drop y'all, but I said it on that one. I thought the reason why Washington playing so much better behind key is because now Scott Turner saying let me just make football simple because it is simple. Let's run the ball and find 17. All we gotta do. Let's not make this complicated for no reason. But when you get
exactly.
So you see that AJ Terrell pick too now. You see that boy speed turn and undercut that thing in front of Terry.
Hey,
that's all right. That's all right though.
But he ain't get him back though.
He supposed to get him back. He supposed to get him back now, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We give that when y'all we'll say that. Do that in the comments if y'all want us to talk about. Go back to talking about our teams on one of these podcasts. Y'all let us know. But at some point, y'all go hate Washington because we officially in the playoff picture. So you know I'm feeling good about myself right now.
Man, I'm gonna throw this in here and then I'm gonna go to the last topic. Y'all still the worst division of football just because y'all had a good year. What's our rookie standouts that y'all got right now, man? I ain't gonna lie. Who y'all got for y'all rookie standout?
Buddy in Seattle, like him a lot. The cornerback.
Which one?
You talking about Kobe Bryant? Oh, you talking about
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, Tariq Woolen.
That's his name. I like him, bro. They got him in the 5th round. He's a baller, bro. He doing his thing, and shout out to him, man, because
on covers, ain't it?
Yeah, hey, bro, and he where he need to be, man. I'm a fan of him. Shout out to Jalen Petrie. Petrie is how you pronounce his last name, right?
Hey, listen, I'm in the same boat. I know.
Yeah, I think it's Jalen Petrie. I like what I seen from him. Big shout outs to Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner, I've been high on him from the draft. He coming in. He doing his thing. Sauce Gardner is guarding the number one receiver. Oh, word, yeah. I see. I ain't saying nobody in order now. I just throwing out some names. Olave, because I've been watching him. Olave was doing his thing, and then go
ahead, cool.
Damian Pierce. Shout out to Damian Pierce for being the workhorse back. For the Texans, he's a workhorse. He got a future. And yeah. And hold on, and this is the last one. Just shout out because them boys shoot. He bounced back. Shout out to B-Rob down there in Washington. The man he getting his feet back under him. He getting better. He took over the bell cow duties. So Antonio can go back to his position he needed to play. So that's all I got. I had to run through real quick.
I'm gonna tell you what. All right, so number one, I'm gonna give respect. Shout out to Brian Robinson because after that last game we seen, that was a grown man with some grown man mission. That man is a man with children out there. He's a father. You see how he ran that touchdown in there? He ran the way to lead him down on top of his monkey until that walked inside the end zone. That was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't even believe I looked at him do that. I know. He laid the man. He picked the man up and said, "Hey, what's going on, little Jersey? Here's the man, baby." Like, and shout out to Chris Olave. Chris Olave is one of the best receivers I've seen as a rookie in a long time. How he just has raw talent to get to the football and get open and create space. I like his hands. I like his talent. I see a lot of good things coming from him. Hopefully, he has a healthy starting quarterback going into next year. I'm not the biggest fan of Andy Dalton, but Andy Dalton's been trying to hold it in the role, but that is what it is. So we're going to see where that goes from there. You don't like Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, for me, is going to be one of the great. Like, I think he's going to take over the mantle of where Chris Carson was. This man is going to step in and take over for whatever Seahawks need in the run game, bro. Like, he came in here and he's trying to find his way because, a couple of games, you're saying it's a little inconsistent, but he's still learning himself starting onto that offense. I don't even think if he knew he was like planning on starting after Rashard Penny. So I think that's really good, especially for how fast he picked up on it when he got into the game as a rookie. I like him. I think the man going to do good things, going great places.
All right, so
but those are the ones that I really wanted to touch base on. Kenneth Walker's going to do really good. Chris Olave's doing great. And, Brian Robinson, I'm going to need him to stop toting the ball like that because we need to get to the playoffs, and I don't need him all year long.
What a name. So I got Christian Watson because, like, I think he's starting to hit that stride. Talk about
he looked good. He looked good the last 2 weeks.
Hey, that light bright boy know what he's doing out there now, boy. He like he get his feet wet, the speed coming down to him. He like he's starting to play in slow. Well, not him. The game is starting to be in slow motion for him, as they say. Who else? I got Christian Watson. I also got our outside linebacker, Arnold Ebiketie or something like that. I like him. Kevon Thibodeau.
Yeah, I like him.
Everybody was real big on Kevon Thibodeau, seeing if he was really going to be that guy who he is, and he's been causing.
He looked pretty
really
good.
He's really showing up.
He's causing disruption out there. Like he would have got like 5 sacks against I think the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken.
It's possible.
If Dak would have hold on that ball just a smidget just longer, but he was giving that left tackle hell. Who else? I like him. I like Thibodeau, Watson, Ebiketie. What's his name, bro? What's dog name?
What's the team?
I done drew a blank now.
Yeah. It might come back. It'll come back.
It's gonna come back when I get on duty here in a minute. But check this out. It's gonna be but those my 3 right now. I got a 1 in the hole, but I'll probably bring it back up next week or hear this soon. I say this, man. I think we gave y'all a good 40 minutes today, man. We had 39 to
Yeah.
32 seconds. We gave y'all a good 40 ball. You know, I appreciate y'all being on here. I don't got my closer here today. You know, we're gonna get y'all some of that good merch here in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I sit right here, but it's a little wrinkle. I'll be doggone if I put that on, and I think I'm about to represent this podcast with that. But I'm gonna iron that thing out and wear it tomorrow on Lit TV. Y'all make sure y'all check that out tomorrow. We're gonna have that.
Check out my boy on there. My boy tuning in here. Check him out.
We're gonna be on
Lit
that
TV.
tomorrow. Listen, if y'all ever need any event planning, again, y'all contact Jaslyn Young or Samuel Young. You make sure you do that. Facebook, wherever the case may be. If you want anything done with Frog, oh my goodness, with Cool and Bam, if maybe with anything, you know, hit us up. We got the Discord link. We're gonna try and get that down.
We got an email. Anybody that wants any kind of collabs, anything, y'all can reach out to us via YouTube. We also got a Gmail account. We
Facebook,
take all business. Facebook, anything, man. Just reach out, man. Y'all, we love the interaction. We've been getting in the comments. I got your subscriber episode, so thank y'all again. From the bottom of my heart, we really appreciate it. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate this, man.
That means I know y'all been brushing y'all teeth and getting that booger butt out y'all nose because y'all been subscribing. I just need y'all to hit that like button. That's it. It only takes 2 seconds.
Yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in, man. This is the Going for the Gusto podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, like, comment, put everything down here in the box below so we can make sure we come in contact with you. And then it's Going for the Gusto, and we are out.